segment is sponsored by Intermountain Healthcare and the Utah Department of Health.
Welcome back. We are talking ways to save money and spend time with your kids all at the same time. Katrina Jensen is here. She joins us from Intermountain. She is an RN. Katrina, you've got some really helpful tips for us to be thrifty, because thrifty is in right now.
Yeah, the kids are going thrifting and they think it's cool to buy things that someone else used to own.
Right.
So with that thought, it's kind of more of a, you know, a way to approach things in your home, that not everything has to be new, and also it doesn't have to be that you go out and are always buying things. I mean, enjoy the time that you have with your kids. You know, this summer's coming up. One of the things I talk about is, you know, using services in your community that are already there, that are free to you or at low cost.
Like the library.
Like the library, the rec centers, you know, things that have been developed for you.
Talk a little bit about, I love this cooking at home and cooking from scratch. I just took myself back to a couple of years ago when my kids were babies, and I made baby food from scratch. I mean, I steamed all the vegetables, pureed them, and I never bought baby food because I was making it at home.
You know, you can do whatever you can. I mean, we're all busy, but if you're organized and you do some shopping in advance, you can cook a lot at home, and it doesn't have to be fancy, right? I mean, kids are not that picky generally, making a meal. The other thing is, you know, shop less.
Yep.
Every time you go out, you have the potential of spending money on things that you necessarily don't need.
Always grabbing those extra goodies.
And the stores are good at, you know, pulling us into that kind of thing. Also, taking food with you when you're in your car. I'm like, my kids would tell you, I never leave home without water and food. Because, like, then when you need a snack, you're not driving through the drive-through, and again, spending extra money, and as well as eating unhealthy food.
I like that you said nature is a great source of cheap entertainment, and we've got such great nature in Utah.
We do. We have so many paths and parks and you know, bike trails, and so I think really, again, going back to that thrifty kind of that philosophy where you're just, you know, you're just enjoying what you have and not making things complicated.
And quit the services with a high monthly overhead.
Yeah, that's a hard one, right? Because we're all spending a lot of money on cable and TV and Comcast, but there are so many new ways to get your TV and other things, but it takes time to actually suss that and learn about what's available.
Okay.
So it's good.
Last one, shop those sales. All right, Katrina, thank you so much. We're going to put the rest of this list on our website. You can check it out, KUTV.com. Mary?